Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway.
We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
Well, no one would argue with that, Jim, but what do you identify as special in him?
Well, so physically powerful and intimidating, and I think his athleticism helps him get through a fierce amount of work.
And nothing quite like him in the modern era.
Agreed.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Neymar. Cruyff carries the ball down the right. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's forced to go back. Beckenbauer. Benfica are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Xavi Alonso. And it's Gattuso. And here's Ibrahimovic. Great vision. Oh, important interception. Maldini.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Beckenbauer is the team's great visionary. Neymar. Good purposeful running this. Now it's Neymar. And this is Cruyff. Some really good ball movement. And he shoots! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Benfica with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Cruyff plays it short. Ah, oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Thuram. Beckenbauer. Seedorf conjures time and space where few can. Tries a shot! Luis Suarez! It's a beauty! A finish right from the top draw!
Pele really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Benfica already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Thuram. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And this is Luis Suarez. Pele.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Maldini demonstrating his defensive quality there. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Pepe gets a foot in and wins the ball.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Nice physical challenge. Neymar. Beckenbauer cuts it out. That's good pressing, squeezing the play.
Benfica can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And it's Gullit. Now it's Neymar. No foul, says the referee. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And this is Ibrahimovic. Vieira is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning. Roberto Carlos. And this is Pele. Roberto Carlos. Bullish header! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, it actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
Benfica have a free kick. Maldini. And that is the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Benfica come in leading by just the odd goal.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Benfica looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. And we get things going again. Benfica currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Seedorf. Beckenbauer. Neymar. Neymar, a player who needs no introduction. And it's Gullit. Neymar. He's picked his way through. Crosses it in here. Oh, no, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake.
Takes a shot! Yes! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Benfica find a position of real strength now. And the finish! Suarez finds himself offside. Gullit, always goal side. He's found some space. Hangs one in.
Turkey clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So we've reached the hour mark. Benfica have scored 2 quick goals here. Neymar is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Luis Suarez. Pele. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff steaming forward at pace. Cruyff. Good read, needed to be. Cruyff with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
And here's Ibrahimovic. And the shot! In he goes again! Goal! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 4.
Benfica choosing to make the first change. Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this?
Neymar. Número 2. Vão dar os seus lugares a
Hazard.
Número 7. Número 21.
Xavi Alonso.
Número
Passes
18.
coming off in quick succession here.
Número
And it's
6.
Seedorf.
Hazard.
It's
Número
Seedorf.
14.
Hazard.
Xavi Alonso.
Flashes it across. Benfica have their second corner now. Ronaldinho goes short. And he can thump it away. It'll be a throw-in. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. This looks promising. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Xavi Alonso opts for safety. Plays the return pass. Foot in. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Thuram, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Gattuso. Xavi Alonso. And the counter is on. Gullit going face-to-face with his great rival. Xavi Alonso. He won't be happy with that one. Maldini. 5 minutes left on the clock. And this is Hazard. Hazard. And he's running through. Great chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Cruyff. So what can they make of this? Distributed tidily. Cruyff. Engages and forces him off the ball. Xavi Alonso did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Vamos ter 3 minutos de compensação.
And it's Gullit. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And this is Ronaldo. And he was alert to it. Gattuso. Cruyff. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And there goes the final whistle. Benfica can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, we're on the way.
Giuliano Belletti will undoubtedly have a very busy game here, Peter. He's good going in both directions and has a very impressive engine.
One of those who's become a cult hero for every club he's represented. Famously, of course, 3 years in Catalonia and 1 goal, the winner in a European final.
Yeah, well, who could forget that? But first and foremost, I see him as someone who always puts in an honest shift. He'll do everything his manager asks him to do and will rarely let you down.
That's a throw. Silvestre. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Pelé. Seedorf pinches it off him. Perez makes a dash for it. And here's Azar. He is through here. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Neymar. Seedorf. And here's Cruyff. And it's Perez. And here's Ibrahimovic. And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Cruyff. Can he get onto this? Bullet never out of the action for very long. Pelé. Can he finish? Goal! Benfica! And Benfica take the lead. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And the finish! And that's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
And yes, it's him again. Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
That looks a good ball through. Pele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Benfica have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Hullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Neymar. He's having a pop! And over, just.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Pele. Neymar. Driving forward. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Beckenbauer is always scanning the pitch for targets. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Belletti. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, well measured. Ibrahimovic finding himself in space. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Not the most accurate pass. That's going wide left. Threads one in. And that pass just didn't quite work. Oh, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Chance, surely! And he's stuck it away. And on the stroke of half-time, a priceless goal. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that.
Big chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Zanetti. And it's Belletti. Aimed at the far side. Ibrahimovic! Neymar. Beckenbauer. And Neymar. Beckenbauer. Now Seedorf. Cruyff. Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. Shapes to shoot! Looking for the run. And the shot's on here. And it's Seedorf. Oh, that's superb. He's having a shot!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Beckenbauer. Pelé. And here's Suarez. He's found a way through. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Space for him to turn and look. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. And it's Seedorf. Pull it. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Seedorf. Nice control. That's destined for the flank. Perez looking understandably energised after his goal. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And here's Perez. Hazard.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now it's Neymar.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort.
Belletti. Now it's Luis Suarez. And he is deftly away. Nesta did well to stay calm there. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Pelé. Now that looks a decent ball. That's a lovely, neat pass. Silvestre. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Hazard. He's picked Hazard! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Hazard just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Numero 14, Hazard. numero 20, numero 4. Lasciano il campo per il numero 11, il numero 9, il numero 15,
there's the
il
shot!
numero 6.
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Milan have their second corner now. They've played it short. Plays in a cross. He leaps for it!
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Great defending, strong and determined. Zanetti. It's a good spell of possession, this. Milan ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And he cuts out the supply. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Pull it. Knocks it into space. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. So, third corner of the game. Pullet tries to clear. And it's Belletti. Tries to play it through. Milan with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock. Desperate defending required here. Stoichkov plays real chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Well read, and the danger is averted. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
The message is simple, defend this with your lives. And it's been taken short.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Beckenbauer, Pelé, Benfica moments now away from seeing this one out. And here's Neymar. Rijkaard. And it's Shevchenko. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Pelé, and he welcomes it in. And the referee brings it to a close. Benfica proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle, they know... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Strong running down that left flank. And here's Romario. Cruyff. Romario. Neymar. Cruyff. Cruyff. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Cruyff. Thuram. Benfica controlling the possession in this early phase. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, chance, surely!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Seedorf. And it's from Mario. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Knocks it into space.
Oh, great feat, that.
Gullit gets a foot in here. Pass somewhat off target. Cruyff quietly revving up. Now it's Pelé. Vieira demonstrating his defensive quality there. And it's Cruyff. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Still goalless at the moment. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Zico is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And this is Cruyff. Cruyff. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Cruyff. Well read, and the danger is averted. Gullit. Messi pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Played back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Oh, some tackle that. Now it's Luis Suarez. Looking for the run. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Seedorf. Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. That's good play. And this is Ronaldinho. And this is Cruyff. Romario! And he's really put himself on the line here. Sao Paulo with the corner, there first. Zico with the short one. Header! Goal! Sao Paulo! And Sao Paulo score first. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Sao Paulo have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Pull it. And here's Cruyff. Zico. Cruyff. Sao Paulo are looking to break at pace. Here's Vieira. Played out to the left flank. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Benfica certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Shot could be on. Real chance! And he couldn't finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Saliba gathers from the goal kick. Beckenbauer is always looking to break lines. Pelé. Hullet. Vieira. Now it's Cruyff.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
Seedorf. Pepe. Vieira. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Benfica unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. The second half is up and running.
Benfica can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Cafu is looking to influence the game from out wide. Cafu, oh, that's fabulous. Terrific effort! Goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Número 20. Substituição para o Benfica. Número 15, Luís Soares. Número 17.
Benfica choosing to make the first change. Sao Paulo are doing very nicely, thank you.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Tries to play it through. De Gea gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. That's good pressing, squeezing the play.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Azar. Couldn't squeeze it through. Saliba. That is good pressure, just how... Cristiano Ronaldo! It's a goal! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Just one in it now.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And it's Baggio. Oh, super ball! Beckenbauer. Some front-footed pressing going on here.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
And he's intervened well there. Yaya Toure. Benfica are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Aims beyond the defence. Vieira deals with that comfortably. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Romario. Looking early. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's well spotted. Great vision. De Gea breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he is deftly away. And Cruyff! Oh, good finish. Benfica are back in business. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Oh, what a game we have on our hands here.
Benfica really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue. Benfica clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Great ball, and he's in. Great chance! That's a foul, no two ways about it. Yaya Toure has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Now it's Romario. Into the last 5 minutes. Can he get on the end of this? Cruyff. And this is shot at goal! Oh, wow, that's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Beckenbauer. Now it's Pelé. Tries to pass it through. And this is Pelé!
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. Beckenbauer. Now Neymar. No way through. Now it's Messi. Now it's Neymar. And it's Messi. Patience, the overwhelming virtue in this game so far. And he was quick to react. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Neymar is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. And this is Neymar. Can he finish? Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Benfica are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Messi. Driving on and making good progress. He's found, and he shoots! And the ball's come loose here. Hazard. Hazard! Oh, that is rather wayward. Beckenbauer is always scanning the pitch for targets. Pelé going after that. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And here's Eto'o. And here's Neymar. Not the most accurate pass. Hazard. Lovely, now then. Bullet. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Hullet. Eto'o. Hazard. What a delightful ball. And the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
And this is Neymar. Now it's Pelé. Now there's a fine ball. And he's taking no chances there. Well, they could break here. Now it's Eto'o. And here's Hazard.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Thuram. It's Seedorf. And it's Cruyff. And he's intervened well there. Gullit looking for the chance to skim one in from range. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Messi. Messi's cross.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Cruyff. Roberto Carlos gets a foot in here. Looking for the run. Roberto Carlos is wide and looking to get onto this. And this is Hazard. Neymar. Gullit. Lampard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. And it's Gullit. Pelé. And that has left him in a heap. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And here's Cruyff. Can he get it through? And he's picked it up out wide. And the referee says that is that for the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. And it's Hazard. Hazard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And the shot! What a wonderful goal!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Now it's Eto'o. Now he's running away. Oh, he's got a chance! It's anyone's ball now. Gullit. Pelé plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And here's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that was asking for too much.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 4.
So we have movement on both benches.
Neymar. Número 11.
Benfica still trailing by one and looking here to tick it up a notch after the break. And it's Roberto Baggio. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Driving through the middle. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Está a acontecer uma substituição.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Could be danger here. Seedorf. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's been won straight back. Picked out brilliantly. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! There seemed no way back, but they are level. It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now, can they get him all? Goes for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Oh, just skips past his man.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Ronaldinho plays it in.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Rodri, and he cuts out the supply. Looking to play him in. Vieira. Spread out to the left. Knocks it into space. It's a threatening ball. Shoots! And he hits the net. 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the lead now is 2.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Delivers with whip. Messi! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
And that means just one thing: match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Barcelona palpably stronger, better, superior. Schneider. Now it's Cruyff. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And this is Ronaldo. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. That pass has been well intercepted. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And he opts to go forward. Seedorf. And that will be it. Benfica cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off.